Hi, I'm Kaya. Oh, this is so weird recording myself. I've started over like 20 times and it's like, oh my gosh, my hair was weird or something. I'm not not used to sitting in a room talking to myself and staring at myself on a screen, but I will do my best. Bear with me through the awkward first few videos. The reason why I'm doing this blog. Okay, first of all, I need to bring awareness to my disease, aplastic anemia. Non-cancerous bone marrow failure. Essentially, I stopped making blood. I really need to bring awareness to the bone marrow transplant process as a whole. It's not just a surgery in and out. It's so much more. There's so much recovery and so much that goes into it. And I think a lot of people have misconceptions from TV and a lot of things. So hopefully these videos, people get kind of the inside scoop on what really goes on and what's really happening in the hospital, out of the hospital, kind of on a day-to-day basis. I really want to push involvement in the Be the Match program. I think that's huge. I see it firsthand all the time is people sitting there needing a donor and they get transfusion after transfusion. Well, pretty soon you build up antibodies. You can't just keep getting transfusions. And these are kids that are just waiting to get notified that they have a donor. And so I really want to just help people kind of know what really goes on with donating. My sister is my donor, which is huge. It's so great, and I'm so fortunate that I have a sibling donor because she's right there. I use her whenever I need her. No, but it's great. It really is. So hopefully she'll get in here and kind of give some inside details. Maybe I'll do a little donor interview for her, get kind of the inside scoop on what really happens, and hopefully people will just be like, oh, okay, well, it's not what I thought it was, I'll go sign up. And that's kind of what I'm hoping anyway. I chose the title My Beautiful, Beautiful Life because it is. It's crazy, and sometimes it sucks, and sometimes I get so mad, but a lot of the times I love it, and I love the crazy, and I am so used to the crazy now, and it's just opened my eyes to bigger and better things, and no, I love it. I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. As much as I might complain sometimes, and I definitely do, I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. I don't know what I'd be doing right now if I was normal. I really don't. A little bit of background info. I was diagnosed at 17. I was a junior in high school. I missed out on a lot of sports. And that was tough, you know. I mean, I definitely wasn't an all-star, but it was so fun to be on the teams. And so missing out on all that was really hard. But I found my way to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where Dr. Margolis here at Children's Hospital of Wisconsin is my doctor. I went to a couple others, wasn't really fond of them or kind of disagreed with a couple things, and he is so great. I'm so glad that I came here. I had my first transplant 3 years ago on August 9th, 2010, 8, 9, 10, and everything was going great. I was breaking records. I was doing so well. I got cleared, it would have been last summer, not this last summer, but the year before that, to not come back for a year, and that was huge. And all of a sudden, this January, when I was going to UND, go Sioux, I noticed these bruises on my legs, and it wasn't just like normal bruises like getting punched or hitting something. It's called Petechiae, and it's like broken blood vessels all over your skin, kind of like it's like pinpoint red bruises. So I noticed that, and I was just kind of like, this I have not had for years. So, of course, my thought is low platelets because that's always been my issue. Platelets are the clotting factors which stop bleeding. And this petechiae in my legs is what I always had when my platelets were low. Well, when I got cleared not to come back for a year, my platelets were, I think, around 180,000, which I usually just say 180. Okay, so I go into the ER and I still remember that ER doctor. I go in there and I tell him my background situation and everything. And he comes back and tells me that my platelets are at 48,000. And I just, my heart just sunk. I was like, no way, I'm not doing this again. You know, I panicked. And he called my doctor, Margolis, And Margolis talked to me on the phone, and the first thing he said was, don't panic. He just knows that I was just freaking out. I was like, okay, whatever. So we went to Milwaukee and tried out some medications, tried out a couple different things to see if it would turn around. Well, it never did. So now I'm in line for another transplant, which means more chemo, a little bit of radiation. I'll kind of go over the whole package, as they call it, my whole transplant package, when I get into the hospital next week. And so yeah, I'm in line for that. I'm ready to go. I'm not freaking out anymore. And hopefully I'll do these videos every day. I mean, obviously it depends. If I'm feeling like crap, I'm probably going to look so rough in some of these videos, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. As long as the people know what I'm going through, you know. I really want people to just know what's going on instead of just thinking they know what's going on and just being so misinformed sometimes. I really want people to know. And so if they hear somebody else, like, oh, somebody else is getting a bone marrow transplant, they can say, oh, I really know what goes on during that. I think that's huge. And I really want people to know, like, what goes on in the hospital. I don't think a lot of people do that or know that. I never knew. I never knew what happened during a bone marrow transplant. I didn't even know what that was. So I just really hope I can basically just inform people. And if anything, this will give me something to do during my long days in quarantine. I don't know. I think it'll be good though. I'm kind of excited and everything, so hopefully people will learn from me. So I'll probably post again on Monday. I'm getting admitted, so maybe I'll post then and give the details on what's going on until then. All right, bye.